Did you guys hear about this 25-year-old teacher that was shot by a 6-year-old in her classroom, point blank? She managed to scream at the other kids to get away to safety after she was shot. Her name was Abby Zwerner, 25, who was shot by a 6-year-old in Virginia on Friday. Apparently, the child got a weapon from their parents and brought it to school and shot her. They had a disagreement, apparently on a bad grade. An argument ensued. Teacher said she wasn't changing the grade. Kid went home, grabbed the weapon, came back to school, and shot her. She was from Williamsburg, Virginia. She's in critical condition, so she isn't dead. That's just insane to me, And this is ensuing, obviously, sparking more debates when it comes to gun control. In Virginia, they're considering charging, obviously, the parents for negligence around firearm or whatever the law is. But apparently, it's just a misdemeanor to leave a gun unattended or misplace a gun or something like that, a firearm. So even if they were able to charge them and convict the parents, it's only a misdemeanor in Virginia. Would gun control solve this? I mean, in some sense it would, but I really believe still that like a foundational thing in the United States is the right to bear arms. Something you don't have in other countries. And it's not about the weapon itself. It's about castle doctrine. It's about stand your ground. It's about your right to defend your family and your property. That is a right that is pretty much taken away if you don't have access to weapons. If you notice, most countries that don't allow you to have a firearm don't allow you to have anything, Like in the UK, it goes to weapons. You can't carry a fork around, unless you're a wrestler. Like, it gets crazy. So it slowly eradicates your options when it comes to defending your home. And then it's only the bad guys that have the weapons, right? So philosophically, I believe in the right to bear arms. But I do think that I don't know. There should be more regulations as far as who can have them, where you can have them. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a right, but at the same time, like these Graziati obviously shouldn't have had weapons. If they're to the point where the 6-year-old can grab one, take it to school, and the parents through that entire time don't even notice that it's gone. And it just is. And I don't think it's an issue of training the kids at a young age. Actually, it's the absence of training, perhaps. Because if you teach gun safety and stuff like that at a young age, usually they wouldn't do something like that. Or you're just giving them the knowledge on how to properly handle the weapon, on how to properly load it, get it ready, take it to school, and shoot the teacher. Obviously, that kid, it was not the first time he operated a firearm. So, in a lot of ways, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It's very sad for this teacher. If you're wondering, what are they going to do to the child? Well, the state of Virginia, I don't think you're going to be able to charge that child with a crime. So I'm not sure you're going to see the child behind bars. But if you're wondering, what's the youngest we've ever convicted somebody? We have, the youngest people ever to get convicted or go to jail, like there's Daniel Bartman, 15, went to jail for murder in the UK for killing his mother. Evan Miller, 14, was in Alabama, murder. Then we have Thomas McLeod, who was 14, murder. So, murder's the one. Dantes Tillman, 14. Lionel Alexander Tate, 13, cousin of Andrew Tate. 13. It's getting younger and younger. Wawi, 12. Attempted manslaughter, knife possession. Anton Wood was 11, and Mary Bell was 11, went to jail for murder. Mary Bell was the youngest person ever to go to jail. She committed her first murder in 1968 when she was only 10 years old. Both of her murders targeted preschool boys who died at Bell's hands by strangulation. Before killing her victims, she told them that they had sore throats and that she would massage them. Instead, she would strangle them. During her hearing, Mary's trial veered towards diminished responsibility, and hence she was not charged fully for her crimes. Mary Bell was released in 1980 at the age of 23 under a different name. She has continued to exist under different identities to protect her anonymity. She had an accomplice who was acquitted of all charges. That is disturbing. Well, I wonder if she's been able to stay out of trouble. I would think so. My God, 10, 11. But then you wonder if somebody is a psychopath for doing that stuff that young. I don't know. I don't know. You have to wonder. I would love to look at Mary Bell or whatever her parents and the possible influence that they had on her. I wonder if she was a victim of abuse. Maybe someone in the household was strangling her or doing something weird. That's what you have to wonder. Same thing you wonder about this child that's decided to shoot his teacher. I mean, there has to be presence of violence or something. I mean, we try to give a meaning to it, right? So that we can kind of structure, like, okay, this is why it happened. But maybe it's senseless. Some things maybe are senseless. I don't know. But what do you think should happen to the child that shot the teacher? What do you think should happen to the parents? And what is your overall thoughts on this? Please share in the comments. Would love to hear your opinions. Thank you guys as always. Buy red and sell green.